WorldMag.com presents Andrée Sue, senior writer for World and author of We Shall Have Spring Again and other books. An attempt to embarrass or disgrace someone is colloquially referred to as gotcha. In this week's podcast, Andrée Sue suggests that when the psalmist writes aha in verse 15 of Psalm 40, it is the equivalent of gotcha.
Let those be appalled because of their shame who say to me, aha, aha. The aha game, also known by its modern variation of gotcha, was well known to Jesus. The Jews would catch Jesus healing a man on the Sabbath and say, gotcha. They would see Jesus' disciples eating grain in a field on the Sabbath and would spring from behind a bush and yell, gotcha. They would lay a trap with questions pitting Caesar against God, and they couldn't wait to say, gotcha. They would concoct improbable scenarios about 7 times married women going to heaven and meeting all their exes, and they would wear serious faces and seem to care deeply about the issue. But inside they were saying, gotcha. One would think the devil would be dispirited about the aha game by now. He said aha when Cain killed Abel, but God just created Seth. Satan said aha when Noah got laughed at for about 100 years that he built a boat on hot, dry ground, but God sent the rain and vindication. Satan said aha when Abraham's and Sarah's bodies were getting too old to produce that promised seed, but that just gave Abraham a chance to show the angels what hoping against all hope looks like. Satan said aha when Moses didn't seem to amount to much the first 80 years of his life, but that just gave God a chance to show what he can do with washed-up old men. Satan said aha when Samson wasted his life, but that just gave God a chance to show that he is an 11th-hour God. In other words, the ahas of the devil are fighting words in God's ears. So, devil, if you want to fill up the Hebrews 11 chapter with tales of faith, just let God hear you say aha. To say it is to release into the situation all of God's zeal for his name and to set yourself up for being appalled by your shame.
Thank you for listening to an Andrée Sue podcast presented by WorldMag.com, the online home of World Magazine.